Oh no. Oh no. What? I have no idea what's causing that. Ba-da. Let's see. That here. Streaming. All right, let's see. Am I still... Ah, okay. All that loaded. I think it was just a glitch with the pack or something. All right. Oh, that's still really bright. I wonder if this works better. Shader packs? Can I toggle it? Cave lighting. Huh. Edges. Pixel. Block-like color. I could try it. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Oh, nope. Still too bright. I think it's just the mod. Or not the mod, the shader pack. Can try. Block reflection quality? I think that's something else. White shaft. You would think there would be a setting specifically for lava, but no. Was it under materials that I was looking at? No. Oops. What was it under? Glowing ores, glowing stuff? No, despite it being a glowy thing. It's gotta be something that is entirely not obvious whatsoever. So let me try just messing around with some of these settings. What was I under? Block color. So that's not the issue already. Okay. Let's try that while I load up everything on YouTube. Boom. Where? Would be under streaming, wouldn't it? Oh, hello. Edge shadow intensity. Okay. Bloom? Hello, Esperanza. Esperanza. I said it terribly that time. And then... Well, your name always throws me off. Hello... Danger. Dangeresque? Now I gotta look, because I'm starting to doubt myself on names. Yes, Dangeresque. Okay, it would be under Bloom. Where would Bloom be under? Well, first of all, I messed with some settings. Huh. Whatever that was seemed to do it a little bit, but I think that just turned off a bunch of features. Also, the lava looks really red now. That is cool looking. Shader, shader, shader. Video settings, shader packs. So doing something like this did something. Let's see if the visual style is what did it. Maybe we can kind of reverse engineer from there. Oh, okay. That's what did it. Is the, is it the visual style that's the problem? Aurora style. That's gotta be what that is. Wait. Or was it this one that I messed with? RP support. Yep. Okay, it was the RP support. Let's see. How does that work? Extra effects highly recommended in most use cases. So it was on integrated. I guess we could try Seuss. See how that works. I really like how it has like this, what's the word? Screen? So not integrated. Also, what is RP specifically? I'm not quite sure. Okay, so it's this, that's the issue. I still have no idea. Like, there's very clearly something going on here. Intensity multiplier? I don't think that's going to do anything, no. This is also not technically the Nether, but I can imagine how that might be an issue somehow. Okay, it's not the red that's the issue. See, I just installed Iris. I got rid of Optifine as... pretty much Optifine was the only mod I had. And I doubt this is going to do anything, but now I'm curious. No, nothing. Alright, Oh, that makes sense. Sun, moon angle, aurora. Okay, that's really cool that you can have an aurora. Weather... Atmosphere? No, we were just on that. Cloud, fog, no. Color balance. Nope, I don't think that's it. Although that is interesting that I can turn off red. Sharpening. Bloom strength. Maybe if we turn that down. Oh, hey, I think that's it. There we go. It looks like you were right about bloom strength. I just couldn't find it. All right, let's tone it way down. Okay. I do not know what's going on with the flowing lava. For some reason, it's like pale. That needs to be fixed. I don't even know what that would be. Reflection, maybe? The lava does look so much nicer like that, though. It actually, like, you can almost feel the heat coming off of it. In fact, oh, shoot. It adds waves to the lava. That's so cool, actually. That makes it feel a little bit more alive, which is one of my complaints, I think in my previous video, how the lava just feels too static, even with all the popping. Okay, this looks sick. Oh my god. We just need to figure out what's going on with this. And apparently the cauldrons? No, the cauldrons are fine. It's just the flowing lava that's the issue. Bloom strength is at 65%? What was that even under just now? Ooh, waving texture. Waving leaves. I kind of want that. Let's try that out too. Coated texture strength? Hold on. Let's... Was under... Yeah, it's probably this setting. Because that's what I'm currently using. Yeah, okay. I'm just delayed in messages. Okay. Let's get a look at this real quick. Keep it into the corner so I can actually see things. Video settings. Also, the UI for this is so much better than Optifine. Shape pack settings. So I think it was under other... I don't think this is it, but let's try it. Nope. What was that at? Just one? Okay. Hand sway. Wait. No, that's better visibility inside lava, but I do want that. I'm kind of interested in show light levels. Oh! That's interesting. Hold a spider's eye or a light source. I like that. World outline? What is that for? No. Ah, I see what that's for now. Okay, I like that. I want to see more of that. Was it under atmosphere? It was not. It was under materials. Let's just turn everything one by one down to 0 and see custom emission intensity. Okay. That's not it. Sharp? That's not it. Occlusion mapping. I assume this is something only for resource packs. Okay. That's interesting. Hello, Cell. Palm? Okay. Palm distance. What? Oh. Didn't I just turn this off? Yeah, that didn't do anything. At least for that. Okay, so rain puddles, waving textures, already did that. Maybe... I don't feel like it would be underwater at all. Ooh. Okay, I do want to mess around with the water a little bit, though. Underwater color... Water fog factor, that's nice. You can turn it down almost entirely. Okay, I think I really like this shader so far, just based on the options. If only we could fix whatever's going on with the lava. We're halfway there. Coded textures off. Generated normals. That has entity. I don't know what coded textures does. Dusty details. Bumpy details on surfaces. Okay, I'm curious. Let's try that out. Glowing stuff. Oh, I can make the crystals or the blocks glow, or both. Can make lapis or redstone glow. Try it out, see what's going on. Improved glass? A translucent layer? Sure, we'll give it a shot. Glowing ores. That's an interesting idea. I don't know if I want to do that. That could be cool, though. Yeah. Which is, again, weird because as far as I know, the flowing lava is the exact same as the top of the lava. Oof. Speaking of which, looking down at lava is still kind of painful. Huh. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. Oh, it's because I'm holding the light source. That's cool. I like that. It's a little bit better than the, what was it? The Feed the Beast mod, too. That's really cool. I like that. Nothing around here's spawning. Alright. I mean, we could... This is at least tolerable. We can deal with this for now. Until we figure it out. But I do want to look just around a little bit more. Light shaft quality. Block reflection quality. What if we just turn that off? Nope, that didn't do anything. Detail quality. I bet it's under something really silly. Something that has no reason to be there. Okay. Maybe I should just join their Discord and be like, hey guys, what's up with this? I think that's what I'll do. Screenshot, first of all. Plop. Alright. That's good enough. I'll just ask their community what's up. But I mean, as it stands, it looks good. It just could look better. I still would like to turn down the lava just a little bit more. I'm not sure, like, if you could go into the, like, a config file and manually enter a lower setting. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder... Oh, no. I think that's the layer thing that I added for the glass. Speaking of which, how do I see my mods? I think I have to do that from the main screen. But I thought I installed the custom, I can't think of the word. Block light color? That can't be it. Was it under others? That is... I do want to check that out. Better invisibility inside lava. Or was it just under materials? Is it under glass? Oh god, I'm lost. That's what I get for messing around with settings. Atmosphere? No. Wasn't here. Wasn't here. Image sharpening, maybe? Huh. You know what? I'm gonna actually try that out real quick. But where was glass under? Integrated materials? Ba-da-da. I still don't know what coated materials does. Oh my goodness. I wish there was a search option. That would be really nice. I swear I've looked through every one of these multiple times. Normals, coated texture strength. Oh, improved glass. There we go. I went by that so many times. I don't think that changed it. Huh. Oh, wow. Wow. The glass actually looks reflective, and that's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. The glow... No, wait. I don't think those are actually glowing. I can't tell if this is glowing or not either. If it is glowing, it's glowing very subtly. Well, that's another thing I need to fix. I also need to fix the brightness in general. I guess this is bright enough. I'm not sure how it is for you guys. The dark vision is a lot more subtle. I forgot to turn my screen on. Not my screen, but keep it on. There we go. Alright. First 30 minutes of us just messing around. Which, by the way, I do want to turn off particles. There we go. There we go. The potion particles are annoying. Oh, I do like those particles, though. Decreased. Ugh. Frustrating. I know there's a way to turn off potion particles specifically. We'll just turn it off entirely for now because I hate those potion wobblies. Okay, let's see. Are leaves moving around? I don't see foliage moving around, but it could just be because we're underground. Let's go up top. Oh, that's neat. Instead of like adding actual snow, it just kind of adds like frost. Huh. It's almost everything touched by sunlight essentially has snow on it. That's cool. But I do not believe it does a good job. Is that even like a texture? I guess it's like a faint texture underneath, but I don't like that snow. That's cool though. I like that that's an option. Let's turn that off. Other snow world off. Oh good, that only took us like 5 seconds to figure out as opposed to the other ones. Okay, are you waving? Oh, it is. Just a little bit. It's really subtle. I kind of like it. Kind of also feels like gelatin. Ooh, the grass. Oh, that's really nice. That's really subtle. I really like it. I really like this a lot. Ooh, what's going on with the water here? Huh. I don't quite know what's going on. I think it's something to do with the water color. Yeah, because the texture's still there. You can just barely see it. Can I? Oops. Can I zoom in? Oh no, I lost that feature. So I like that the edges are highlighted. That's really cool. I think I need to get rid of that blue color and add my own custom color. So I added a bunch of mods that replace things that Optifine does, but I couldn't get them all to work, so I only kept the important ones. Also, ooh, that's a lot nicer. It could also be because I have night vision on. Oh, ho ho ho. That's good. It's still like foggy. You can see like light particles coming through. Oh my god, the reflective surfaces on the bottom. Holy crap. Oh, this makes me really happy. Oof, we needed a waving tall seagrass texture. Wow, this is beautiful. And it's vaguely reflective. Yeah, so I noticed the Coloromatic mod, and I had it downloaded, but it was causing issues. I almost wonder if it's worth swapping to Quilt. I know Quilt, it's basically another version of Fabric, but I don't think all of the mods were compatible with Quilt. So I'll have to check. This looks beautiful. The only thing I don't like is that it feels like a little too bright, but that could just be the time of day. So, what? Time set, oh. Noon. Okay. Time set day. Okay. I think it was just because it's noon. This looks a lot better. This looks a lot better. What about night? Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Oh, God, look at that moon. Whew. What about midnight? Ooh. Midnight's beautiful. I think, oh. Have the stars always been that beautiful? Also, the clouds look rounded. That could just be part of one of the mods. These clouds look nice. Like, they still look blocky, which is cool, but they look like perfect little, like, marshmallows. Oops. Hey, zombies. Let's get rid of these guys. There we go. Time set day. I don't think we're gonna get any of those beautiful sun rays down here during day. Oh yeah, look at that low cloud. It's so beautiful. Is that part of the shader or part of one of the mods? Still, this looks so much better. Lava still needs work, but it's not blinding anymore. Like, I can at least look in that general direction and be like, oh, that's cool, that's what's up. I need to fix the water. I do believe I installed custom entities. Should be working. Okay. Huh. Really darkens them up a little bit. I don't know what's going on with that. It could just be the lighting. Cart. Because that should not be part of the model specifically. What? Oh, what? I think it's messed up my entities a little bit. need to figure out how to fix that to work with this particular mod, because not only is it much lower than it should be, but it is also the wrong direction. I wonder. So, okay, I can kill it. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, there's the other one. Ah. Frustrating. Didn't know there was water there. Oh, that's so frustrating. Well, hey guys. Brief intermission while I reload a save. Let's see. 'Cause I'm not trying to go back and save that. Copy. And then we're gonna... How do I move that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. I was like, Multi-MC has an MC edit button. I was like, whoa, is that built into that? That'd be really cool. Okay. Can I just open the folder the worlds are in? And then drag it over? Open Minecraft. Saves. Okay. Now open this one. Okie dokie. What's odd danger? Oh, the... What? Oh, no. Hold up. What's going on? Oh. I copied the wrong one. Well, that's embarrassing. I don't want the instance folder or the config folder. I want that one. And then go over here. Minecraft folder. Saves. Yeah, I copied the survival one. It even says it in the name. I'm a silly goose. Okie dokie. Oh, I have so many tabs open. Goodness. Okay, here we go. It's recent because I have this going on. The lava's not all fudged up. Yeah, I kind of figured you were talking about the minecarts. It's gotta be that they just load custom entities differently than Optifine does. That's gotta be it. Can't think of any other reason. The water's almost too clear, though. Well, I think I just need to put some seagrass or something in there. But yeah, this looks way better. Oops. There we go. Okay, we spent almost the first hour just messing around with settings. To be fair, I was about 10 minutes late, so it's only been about 30. Yeah, okay. 10 minutes late because I was trying to get all these mods working. Because I was tired of Optifine being a butt. Honestly, kind of worth it. This looks great. Like, the thing I hated about night vision is it made everything too bright. And now... Whew, that's too dark. But I think it really kind of serves the point that it's supposed to be like a cave system. Everything is nice and dimly lit. Let's look out over here. Everything still looks cool. It definitely needs more light, and I don't know if I can bump up the brightness. It's already max bright. Wonder if maybe a setting in the shader pack. What's shadow light? Okay, I'm curious. Let's crank it and see. Did that do anything? I don't think that did anything. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm just seeing things. It doesn't seem like 80% higher. Oh, I don't have a zoom thing. Spyglass. Wow. I almost forgot how terrible spyglasses are. It's kind of nice though, honestly. I like the little glass over it. I just hate how small it is. So it still looks good. It's just a lot harder to see anything. Which is kind of weird. I'm also starting to reconsider that fence right there. You know what? Huh. Huh. I think that's what's wrong with the tracks, is I added like that filter that like puts a texture on things. So I want a different color than the top and bottom, but I don't want something that's gonna clash that badly. There we go. Looks better. Oops. I knew I forgot one. See, everything just seems really dark and dingy, even though this is like well lit. I don't think there's a single bad spot. Oh, not even upstairs? Wait. Yeah, okay. Wow. All of this is well lit enough that I don't have to worry about monsters? That's a little surprising. Or maybe I just have the settings very low. No, even over here. You just have all this that's a issue. Huh. Honk. Huh, okay. I dig it. Oh, hey, frog. I think I might have to deal with monsters spawning in weird places. Or maybe not. I can just put lanterns in weird places. That's cool. That can work. It kind of makes sense. Okay. So, now unfortunately all the minecarts are wonky, but whatever. Yeah, like even this has a weird texture to it. It doesn't look bad, but it almost looks like hazy. Almost like you put a noise filter over it. Alright, we could spend all day just messing around with that. What are you doing, chicken? Oh, you just have the zoomies. Good lord, look at all this darkness. Okay, let's see. Night vision. Infinite. Yeah, film grain. I kind of feel that. I think I want to mess around with those settings again real quick. I think it was one of those ones that was like, hey, do you want to add coded textures? That's what it was. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's see. Nope, that still looks weird. The rest of it looks fine. What did I really notice it on, though? Wow. For some reason, this texture is really popping right now. Oh. Huh. Huh. Looks like we're having some issues with transparency? Oh, goodness. I know there's a mod for this. There's a mod specifically that fixed that, but I disabled a bunch of them because I didn't have time to sift through each one and see what the problem was. So weird. Okay. What are we doing now? So this area's popping pretty good. I almost feel like it needs more light to really enhance this. But how can I add more light? I could replace these blocks. That would also make it a little less explosive. What blocks emit light? Sea lantern. I really want to change the texture on that one. Kind of give it a cool glowing effect too. I have so little time. Could put shroom lights. What's that? Oh, pitcher pot. Could try the frog lights. I don't think that's gonna be what I'm looking for, but we tried the bacon. Combined. Redstone lampe. I don't think glowstone's what I'm looking for, or a magma block. Honestly, I don't think most of these is what I'm looking for. Let's try it out. Oh! God, no. We'll need to fix this one, but whatever. Okay. That looks cool. Oh, not what I meant to do. That actually looks really neat. I wonder if it would look neat if it were just... That does actually look kind of cool. I do want the iron trapdoors to be a little bit more open so you can kind of like see through them. I think that would really enhance that. I don't think a different color would look better. I think purple is the best one. Set block commands for the... Yeah, I didn't think of that. Honestly, makes the most sense. See, that looks pretty cool, too. Almost looks like lava. That's a cool idea. Now I wonder. Let's use this. That totally looks like some kind of lava duct. Like you're pumping lava through, and the fact that it's glowing is even cooler. Which is better, I feel, in so many ways to actual lava. Now, it could have a flowing texture, that would be nice, but meh. So we can make a lot of cool things with these tubes. Okay, so by default, no, but with a gate in front of it, perhaps. Sea lantern. A sea lantern doesn't work as a solid block. That actually doesn't look half bad, but nah. Oops. Yellow. I think purple looks the best. I almost feel like there's too much purple going on. Oh, wait, what? What's going on with the dragon egg? Hello? Huh. I don't... What? Okay. I guess you do you, but why? Actually, I think these give off light. What? Is that by default? Do they actually have a light level? I mean, that would make sense. On the other hand, I like the idea that these are uncharged, but I also want them to be pretty... I did it again. We just went over this. We just went over this. Pearlescent frog light. There we go. Ugh. So we still need to fix these. I like this texture, but maybe not for this block, or maybe a different trapdoor for a different thing. The OG goat? You're talking about me. Oh, that reminds me, guys. Last week was my birthday. Well, not last week. Thursday. I could leave these down here like this. I'm not too upset about that. Of course, if I were to ever do this in survival, that would make more sense to just do something that's easier to get. Oops. Try that maybe. There we go. It's a little bit quicker. Oops. And that would actually work better for the corner right there, too. Beautiful. Bang. Bink. That does look... I think the other one looks better, but the problem is the anchor is so dependent on texture pack and hard to do. Oh, I need to turn the fan off. Let's see. Let's see. This looks better, and I think it gives it a little bit more of a flare from a distance. And of course, a little bit more light in general. You know, I also wonder... I think light shows through... Oops. Pretty sure light shows through carpet. Yeah, it does. Okay. That's a great way to add some subtle light, especially for, like, radioactive material. That's what I'm doing. Oops. Ow. Punk. Okay. I kind of wish this liquid was glowing as well. I wonder if this looks better than glass. Because it actually, I mean, it doesn't look super radioactive, but like when it pours into the water, it definitely looks gross. What do you guys think? Do you think the glass looks better, or do you think the frog light looks better? How do you make frog lights? Nope, wrong button. Huh. How do you get them? I don't remember. Also, beacon. I think beacon would look decent, but also a nightmare to do in survival. I guess maybe not. Once you get the first one, shouldn't be too hard to get the next. Okay, a little bit more flare. Oh! How do you get the different color ones? Do you get them to eat different things? I'm gonna need to look this up. Or is it just random? Frog light, Minecraft. Shows how far out of the game I really am. Okay. Oh, it just depends on the frog type. Or I guess in this case, color. Huh. That's really cool. Yeah, different color frogs. How do you get different color frogs? How do you get different color frogs? Oh, they just spawn in different biomes. Alright, so that should be easy, the temperate ones. How do you get a frog to eat a thing, though? A beacon is considered a light source, that's funny. Alright, I mean, it does glow, I guess. Ooh, that's a good touch. What if... instead of using glass or that, or at least a combination of that, what if we did... there we go. Kinda. I think that looks more sludgy. Mourn for noon, everybody. I have no idea how to say that, but hello. I feel like the carpet texture doesn't look good close up, but from a distance it looks pretty cool. I think maybe combination. Just have the one. I'm not happy with any of these combinations. That looks a little bit better. I still think the glow is weird, at least from a distance. Like you come up. What if we just do straight wool? I guess we could do glass around that. So that's what we can do. And then magenta. Guess we can just speckle it around a little bit better. Okay, so now what we have is thick sludge that is mixing with water and slowly radiating out into the water. Which I think would look a lot better once we get the connected glass working. Thank you. You mean like the polluted water thing? Caution, spicy water. I forgot I put that there. Yeah, I think that does look good. Alright, so let's see. Like I said, I kind of want to get rid of the green because it doesn't really fit over here. But I'm not sure what else I would put right here. Oh, hello. I guess I could just put more soldiers lining the walls, but I don't think so. Ooh, just put more general decorations. Spoonge. Also, oh, I just realized this got rid of the Optifine thing of where like the water has that weird white texture on the glass. So that does actually look like green water, or at least doesn't look like water behind there. I guess next time I could just get rid of the water since the water isn't actually doing anything. Hello, frogs. Frog. I do not know how the kill command works without killing me. Alright, Diamond Sword. I know Netherite's stronger, but it can't beat a classic. That's so bad. Definitely need to fix that ASAP. I guess the easiest way to fix this is just fill. There we go. A little bit quicker too. Ah, I forgot. Trapdoors just continue to float. Would have been nice if they just all popped off. I mean, I like that they float, but it would have been nice in this particular instance. I have to get rid of all of them. Okay. That's better. I think that's better in every sense. Ugh. I think maybe I can have this pipe come down and like fill a container. This just seems kind of weird that I would go all the way up and over and then down. I guess that kind of makes sense if we're trying to like leave a pathway open. Because otherwise, yeah, have to kind of like duck down every time. But also, I don't want to conceal this too much. So what can I put over here? Oh. I didn't actually fill that in. I kind of realized that now. But oh well, that's good enough. Okay. I don't think I want more soldiers. I feel like it starts to lose its oomph at that point. What can I put here instead? Maybe... maybe something to do with amethyst? That almost sounded like What if I made like some kind of power source? Kind of something similar up here. Amethyst. And then Androd. And then... obsidian, maybe? Maybe a little bit higher. Okay. What if we did... That wouldn't work. Amethyst. That doesn't quite look right. I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work the way I hope it will. But it's worth a shot. Also, get rid of all this grossness. Need some more obsidian, and we're gonna kind of reframe this. So I'm pretty sure you can make any size portals now. Ooh, I think I have a better idea. So what if I did... oh, no, wait. I don't think you can make them any size. I think there's a minimum. That's kind of cool, though. So what's the minimum? Is it a... okay, that should be big enough. Oh, goodness. That's terrible. I hate it. So what if I did something like this instead? That wouldn't work. That obviously is not going to work. So that would work, obviously. Would a 2x2 work? No. So I have a 3x3 right here. I guess that works. It effectively looks like it's kind of like opening a portal, kind of. Or at least like maybe stabilizing a portal. No. No, that just looks weird. What I really wanted was just like a single piece showing through another portal. The Crying Obsidian... I did it up there, but it looks like this. Huh. Maybe it's converting to Crying Obsidian? No. Could port the portal behind a layer of obsidian? I thought of that. But, oops. I just feel like it's a little far back. Let's try it. We can always go one further back. You know, that might actually work really well, especially if I do kind of a layer back each time. Oh. No. That's not... I was trying to do it backwards. But I do like that idea. What if... So, okay, first of all, let's try danger set. I need to make a full portal. Oops. Okay, that doesn't look bad. I like that a lot, actually. Now, what I'm thinking is this can be better. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. Might not work the way I want it to. So just be to that corner. Oh god. Help, help, I'm trapped. Okay. Oh, I busted it all up. Okay, but bear with me. Watch this. One more. There we go. Okay, so what we do now... It's like an ogre. We add layers. Um. Ugh. I am missing so bad right now. Okay, so it's further back. So then I think maybe one further back would look better. That might look good just the way that is too, but I think the extra depth would look nice. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. It almost feels kind of like you're looking through a portal, no matter which way you look through. Alternatively, we can even make it a little bit bigger. I think that makes it. Put a glass pane on it. The end rods? First of all, do extra amethysts add to it? Kinda. What I'm trying to go for is almost like an infinity mirror. What if I just did smaller stages? Nope. Stop it. Kinda. I mean, we could keep pushing it back, but I don't feel like that adds a lot, at least over here. Maybe this. I kinda like that, because it almost looks like a tear as opposed to just like a perfect thing. Let's try the glass and end rod idea. Glass pane work? Oh, that's interesting. Not what I expected to do. What if we did something different? Huh. Not the effect I'm going for, but it doesn't look bad. Alternatively, what if we did something like this? Nope, that wouldn't work. I think keeping the infinity pool effect looks better than add any of that extra detail. What about a full-on just glass block? No, that definitely takes away. It feels a little out of place, and I don't feel like it gives a lot of outward appearance, but I do like it. What if... Kinda don't want those either. That doesn't add anything. What about something like this? Again, I don't feel like those gems add anything. Ah, shoot. I kind of feel like the single one looked better than the open one. That way it looks slightly more contained. I kind of like the crystals on the inner side too, but I don't feel like it adds much. Also, what if we just... Oops. Narrow it in a bit more. If anything, I feel like that takes away. It does look nice, but it takes away from the effect that I'm going for. I think that's fine just the way it is. It just doesn't do much because you can't really see it and it just looks weird. If it wasn't that weird like pseudo 3D image, that might look good. The only other thing I can think of is some weird pattern that I might be able to work on, like meh. It doesn't look too bad. Especially if I can kind of make it look like a swirl. Okay, the swirl doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too good, but it doesn't look too bad. "3D amethyst?" Okay, I'm gonna have to see that, because I might steal that. That might look good. Not yours specifically, but the idea. I don't feel like another layer of beams does anything. Although maybe, what if we put the beams back one instead? I kind of like that better. But of course, we'd have to change at least those, so it looks like it's actually coming out. Amethyst. Still, show a picture in the Discord. Stagger how? I think staggering all of the crystals is a good idea in terms of size. Ugh. your size. By the way, I think that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time to take a break from the headphones. Getting a headache. Oh, you're Cabbage. Hello, Cabbage. Nice to see you again. Glad you've stayed in touch all these years. I think this looks good, especially with the reflection there. That looks so cool. That looks beautiful. I think that really gets kind of the point across. The only thing I feel like it could do is maybe use one more layer. But I think that's good as it is. You know what? You know what? One more layer. Why not? One more layer. Oops. Bum, 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 bum. That's just the amount of layer that I have left. Flint. Awesome. Thank you, Larry. And hello, Kai. I'm glad you're back watching my videos as well. Get me all bashful and shy. I appreciate it. Thanks for catching my stream. It means a lot to me. Alright, how does the extra layer work? I think it looks really good. Right? Especially because I feel like my skills and my techniques have changed a lot. It also helps that they've really added a lot more tools to build with. I think that looks cool. The only thing I could possibly think of is one more layer. Let's try this one more time. So, oh goodness. It's a good thing because we're almost out of layers. Okay, so no, that's not what I want at all. I want both of these to be like that. And effectively, and of course if this doesn't work, we can, oops, I already have one. We can just put it back. Oops, there we go. I think the closer one looks a little bit better. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, I think that looks better. Really makes it feel like still kind of far away and really small, but also still uncomfortably close. Yeah, I'm glad you had a free Sunday too. Yeah, all the new options are incredibly intimidating. It's kind of how I felt about some crafting games I've tried to play, both before and after Minecraft. There's just so much to do and you don't know the techniques or how to use the tools, so it's overwhelming. Now, I feel like Minecraft hits that almost perfect equilibrium where it's complex enough that you can do a lot of cool and interesting things, but not so complex that it's overwhelming. Like Tiny Blocks, too complex. I mean, all it is just building smaller things, I guess. Chisels and bits, I think that's what I'm talking about. But it's just, I don't know, too much. Now, granted, I wish there were more options to decorate with. That's not necessarily more complicated, it's more just more things to do. Magenta glass pane. Again, I just feel like that pushes it too far back. Good ideas, I like them, but I think this is perfect the way it is. It fills up all that space nicely. Anything I think I would do different? Let's maybe bring this out a little bit. I like that. I feel like the obsidian looks dramatically different, or the crying obsidian looks dramatically different, but that just could be because the shader adds that glossy finish to the regular obsidian, but not the crying obsidian. But I kind of like that. It looks like the portal is working, but it's not perfectly stable, so you've got like specks of corruption, effectively. Yeah. Honestly, I really like what Minecraft has become now. Again, I really wish there were still more options. Especially like dyeable water, because why not? That would be so nice. There's a number of things I would add to the game that seems really simple on paper. Oops. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. I did kind of want to add more hints of corruption. Basically just purple. Oh, hey, that's what I could do. Skulk. What's that? Catalyst? I think that's the thing that summons. Or maybe it's that one. Still, we'll avoid those. That's not so much purple. We can save this for a different color. Oh, that's creepy looking. Okay. Oh, you mean this? Oh, wait. So you're talking about the amethyst behind the glass here, and then the copper combo over here? And yeah, I've been trying to make this look more steampunky. I don't think that's quite gonna look how I want it to. Unless I just put a full copper block right there. So I can look how I want it to. Yeah, more so. So the idea of this is like a vat that has like, you know, like they're distilling the essence of Ender, and then they're using that essence to infuse soldiers. Experiments. I don't know what to call it. The tinted glass. Okay, yeah. What I've been doing over here too, not that you can quite see it anymore here, but I was putting the amethyst behind the glass. Like here, I'll show you right here. To kind of make it look more like it's filled with that liquid behind it. I guess I could leave some of these empty, like they're getting them ready. Yeah, you know what? I like that. Leave at least one, maybe two open. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I just found out how frog lights were made. I think we're basically done over here. The only thing I would like to do is possibly change the floor. Then of course we're gonna add more stuff over here. I think we're gonna actually utilize this somehow. Possibly trim it down a little. And that should be enough. I still call the crafting table a workbench, and I swear at some point it was called a workbench. You know, I actually wonder. I wonder if I'm just misremembering that, or if I can look that up. Yeah, it was called a workbench. It was originally... Yeah, it was called a workbench in, like... InDev? And then in 1.2, it was changed from workbench to crafting table. I don't think I've played that long, have I? I have been. That was before they added cake. And lapis. So I'm not crazy. And I have been around that long. Oh god, that's a lot. I don't think I've been around since InDev, have I? I'm sorry for the brief tangent, guys. I gotta know now. Version history. Java edition? When did they add the Nether? Nether update. Nope. Nether added. I remember. Oh, 2010. But what update? Nether wastes. That's not it. In 0.12 is when it was added. Yeah, sugarcane was also called reeds for the longest time. Oh god. What's going on with my stream? Okay. Let's see. So it was added in 12. Is that beta? Original? Java. It must have been 0.12. They added colored beds, concrete. Yeah. I want to know when I started playing. Because I was playing in beta, I know for sure. Was I playing in alpha? Holy crap, I was playing in alpha. I was playing since 1.1 at least, because I was playing right before the Halloween update. Let's see. Compass? I don't remember Compass being in the game when I started. I think maybe... Was I playing an InfDev? I'm almost certain I wasn't. What was added? Good lord, I really want to know now. 30, 27... I guess I could really just go back and look at my history or my videos. But yeah, these InfDevs, like Cobblestone Stairs were added, and I'm pretty sure I was playing after Cobblestone Stairs. I think 1.1 is definitely when I had to have started playing Alpha. Because 1.2 was the Nether update, and I remember there was so much cool things. Yeah, I actually just looked at the update. It said, be scared of the dark. Torches will die after a while, and you have to use flint and steel to ignite them, or place lanterns that will last forever. And I remember someone on the forum saying they're replacing the torches with lanterns, and they're making the new torches the different identity, so all of your current torches will update into lanterns. So people were suggesting like having a big empty room just full of torches so you can collect the lanterns later. It's crazy that lanterns were hinted at all the way back then, and torches still don't go out. Okay, you guys blew up the chat while I was down this rabbit hole. Give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, I bought the game right before the Nether update. I remember in one of my videos specifically I had a Nether room where I made the obsidian portal and I surrounded it with lava, just in case monsters came out, because they hinted that monsters could sneak out of the portals. The year for that update was October 30th, 2010. So 13 years ago, guys. Hope you're feeling as old as I am. Purchase email from Mojang. Whew. I wonder if I even still have that. It definitely wouldn't be in my Tycoon email. It would be in an email address that I probably don't even have anymore. And hey, Dragon, nice to see you. I'm glad you managed to find me again, and that you loved my Let's Plays all the way back when. Oh god, I miss the original full block chests. I'm sure we can change that with the resource pack, but I miss it so much. Yeah, 2010, that's crazy. Whew, okay, let's get back to playing, guys. Spent like a good 10 minutes just reminiscing about the past. I still vividly remember that. I remember that entire That entire playthrough, honestly, my original Let's Play, it wasn't even a Let's Play world, it was just like my original world that I just kind of showed off, and then it became a Let's Play world. Oof. Oof. Account hack. That's no fun. Alright, I think this is good. I think we could add small little tweaks, but I think I'm gonna settle for good enough. I do want some kind of flooring. Or at least speckles of a floor. What am I gonna do for flooring here? I don't think wood makes sense. Stone will just blend in too much. Maybe I could do like polished andesite or something. Sandstone, maybe? Fill, oops. Hold up, before we do that, we gotta find a block I want to use. I think I was gonna try sandstone. Sandstone. Sure, just try. Oh no, I got rid of my torch. That's okay. It was only 2. I can fix that. That kind of feels laboratorish. Sandstone. I thought there was more sandstones. Okay. Sandstone, chiseled sandstone. Oops. Cut sandstone? Oh, that's gonna be the same. Samstone. Chiseled. There we go. Chisel. Nope, same. Alright, what about red sandstone? Sure, let's do that. Blends in with the copper too much. What else we got? Bamboo. I think some kind of stone makes the most sense. I like dorite, but I feel like that's just gonna blend in. Polished dorite, maybe? No, as I realized, we don't have connected textures going on right now. I don't have anything going on right now, so I don't want to do with that. I was never into iPhones. I remember when I was younger, I had a freaking iPod, yeah. Whew. I actually really liked that thing. That was before like every phone had an MP3 player built into it. I remember Apple Music sucking then, and I don't think it's gotten any better. Oh. I remember like going through a bunch of music and going like, oh, what am I gonna buy this time? And having to buy Apple gift cards because I didn't have a credit card. Endstone? I don't know. Marble seems too fancy. Brick? No. It's a brick. I think we should get rid of like the polished look of these blocks and make them more like a refined version instead of just like a. I don't think the polished ones look very good. Natural blocks. Even our sandstone has a sandstone top. Could do sand. Could do basalt. Smooth basalt. Let's try smooth basalt. Bess. That's cool, but it blends in too much. Magma blocks, in case you weren't. Just make the whole floor ancient debris. That'll be easy to do in survival. Make it honey blocks. I think we had a good thing going. Let's go with sandstone. That's fine. Okay. You just fill in the small spots. Kind of want to do something with the walls. Not sure what. That looks better. Doesn't look good. But if we ever want to replace the floor, it'll be easier now because we could just do a larger area and do fill replace. Yeah. Okay, first of all, I do have a link to my texture pack. We've been updating it. I say we, but it's mostly been Danger at this point. It's not finished. It's still a work in progress, as you can tell, but it's usable. It's in the Discord. I think I also posted it on my YouTube About page. So whatever works for you, wherever you're at. And yes, I am so old because I still say texture pack instead of resource pack. I remember when the texture packs were all on like one sheet. Like all of the items were on one sheet. All of the textures were on one sheet. I think the only thing that were different were like entities, which had their own thing. Yeah, unfortunately Spotify is superior in all of the ways. Cause like I go through music so much. I don't really have a playlist of songs I listen to long term anymore. Let's see, we need a little pathy poo. I don't think a path will look good here. But I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, this isn't quite what I envisioned when I first started this little project, but it isn't bad. Okay, I like it. I don't think the upper floors need the refinement. That's fine. Leave that there. Okay. Terrain.png. Yeah, I'm fairly active in the Discord, so it's a double benefit. You can also like see us as we work on stuff. I think the last contribution I made was this trap door, which I think came out good, but it's not what I wanted for this. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay, so what was I gonna do from here? The initial alchemy lab is set up. I could set up some more alchemical stuff over here, which I kind of want to do, because I really needed more space for that. However, I feel like maybe that's too much. You know, honestly, now that I think about it, if I would have thought about it originally, I would have made this an extension to the Herbalists Guild. Just made it like a big plant area, which is a shame because that's really what I want to do now. But this came out really good. Huh. Dang. Both ideas are really good. However, I can always give them another spot somewhere else, like maybe down here. Oh, that's what I could do. I could make another like catwalk, kind of like right here, and make it into a nice gardeny area. I don't know, but I do like that idea. I did want this to be an extension of the Alchemist or the Herbalist Guild originally, but oh well, we'll work on it. I planned on making this more herbalist anyway, so maybe this will just be kind of like a little garden area. By the way, over here can be more Alchemist Guild. And then down here, I kind of want to have like... I want like a full-on laboratory. Literally like hanging from the underside of this plateau? Overhang? I'm not sure quite what to call it. So I didn't really want to do it on the ground, especially because down here is supposed to be really dangerous. So having more stuff is more A, a liability, and B, kind of breaks the immersion. Pink bonk. One on the corner? That might be too much. One right here, though, on this corner. Or on the stump. I'm thinking... it's kind of like a little fenced off area. I feel like that will really kind of tie everything back together. Although now, I want all of this to be wood. Oops. At least right here. Right here doesn't need to be... I don't feel like it adds anything right here, but here it actually feels like a part of the... can't think of the word. I do really like this little dealy bob. I'm actually really liking this. I kind of want to expand it, but again, there's not supposed to be a lot down here. At least originally. Sparse. Spread out. Yes. Good lord. That has been a while. My mountain base. I love that mountain base. Which, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I have started revamping that world. The underground railway. Yeah, with the basically the secret railroad system under, behind the secret fireplace, under the secret office that led you to the secret lab. So it was like a nesting egg of secrets. Hey, it's nice catching up with you too, man. Have a good one. Yeah, hanging signs are good. We still definitely need things for that. But let me show you guys real quick. I've showed this on a few streams, but it's been a while and I've got some new people, so we'll show you again. So, oh, we also haven't seen it with the shader yet, so that will be a new thing. Let's get out of here real quick. Don't want to spoil it all. So first of all, let's come ahead and come out. This is the revamp of my mountain base. I do remember the lighting glitch in the railway. That's made it look like a subway. I love that. But yeah, so for those of you that don't remember, I had like a staircase right where that tree was. Yeah, light wouldn't go all the way through half slabs, but you could still like see the light. But yeah, staircase would go up right there and kind of wrap around right there. And I had always planned on that being temporary, but I could never come up with a better solution. Or like tunnels and staircases are really boring. And then I planned on having like a gazebo hanging off right here, but I eventually just decided to make a staircase going up. And originally I didn't want to do that because the only two staircases I could think of were terrible. And I found this design on Planet Minecraft, and it wasn't originally like this. It basically just came down, wrapped around, and then like wrapped around the edge and came around, I think. So what I did with this is I modified the design entirely. It just comes straight down, it wraps down, and then it wraps under the original staircase, and then kind of comes down like this. And honestly, I'm really proud of this design. I love this so much. And then I added in all the details, like the banners, the I can't think of the word, the iron bars there, all of the little details, like these lanterns, this waterfall coming out of the side of it, this pond at the bottom. The pond at the bottom looks so good. I'm so proud of this design, you have no idea. Through the mountain still there? Yeah. I hate to skip around, but sure, let's go ahead. So that's the library. We'll show that off in a second. You have the wraparound coming here. I did want to redesign this a little bit, not anything crazy, but I did want to make it look a little bit better. It goes through the side right here, all the way up here. And this looks so much more atmospheric with the shader. And then of course it looks out onto the ground below. I planned on making that into a lake below. I think in one save I did actually do that, but I did it on the wrong one, so it didn't transfer to this one. And then of course I never did anything here. I still want to, but I still have no idea what to do. I was in the process of revamping this entire house and finishing up, kind of just like giving a good send-off to this base. Eventually, at least I started a year ago, and since I've come back, I've been focusing on my stream and my new builds. Let's see. Please help. What do you need help with? And then I fixed this little cave entrance right here. Could be a little bit bigger now that I think about it. And it comes out to this little spot right here, and I added a picnic area, which I love. And then my favorite part is I redid all this. I'm not sure if you remember this at all, but this was like a big peninsula coming out, and it was basically like a little river that wrapped around and then went this way. And I was like, I want a lake because that river's kind of bendy, and this would be a great spot for a lake. So in freaking survival, before like I think enchantments were a thing, but before, actually might have been, no, I'm pretty sure I had enchantments back then, but it was before like beacons. So I dug all of this out and then filled it up with water, and then I didn't do anything with it for ages because I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? Like, can't really do much. This was before seagrass and stuff, before you could waterlog blocks even, so even though it was a nice lake, I couldn't make it look good. Sorry, man, I don't have any bail money on me. Oh, goodness. Goodness, no. No thanks. So anyway, I decided to put a bunch of greenery down here. Sand. I got rid of all the big stone piece. Filled it with waterlogged logs, I guess. Various sunken like barrels, crab pots, a broken ship, partially rotted, boulders and stones, even a little Easter egg. Hello, great job. Didn't think you'd find this. Oh, that underwater flowy effect is really nice. So yeah, I just really terraformed the entire underside of this place, and I love it. Added a small little boat. Nothing too fancy, but it looks nice. And then my favorite part is, well, I keep saying my favorite part, but one of my favorite things is I discovered this on like Detailcraft, where you just you can use like glass panes or other things. I don't think the glass panes look good, but bamboo stalks with the cucumber, the sea cucumber on top, kind of looks like cattails. I think this looks like a much better cattails. And of course I added lily pads, mostly around the edges, not so much in the middle. And then along the edges, I also saw this, I think, on Detailcraft, where you use paths to kind of make it look like eroded shores. And that adds so much detail. So much detail. So, time, set, day. Oops. Time. What? Is it because I'm... Yeah. It's because this world's still technically in survival. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Like, even without the shader, it looks good. Oh god, the lake really, really beautiful now. This bridge definitely still needs some work, but it's kind of a proof of concept. Of course, now we actually go up to the house. But I'll give you guys the fancy entrance. You just kind of come up. Ah, so much more impactful that way. And of course, this is the courtyard that I redesigned. Really happy with that. Added some big trees here and here. Added some, what is it called? Puzzled? To make it kind of look like falling leaves right there. Birches, more cattails, and of course my favorite is the waterlogged stairs to make it look like a nice little stream now. Oh, so twisting and turning, and oh, it's just beautiful. And this little pond right here, I think I had a pond here originally, but it wasn't much to look at. I remember having, a waterfall anyway. But I redesigned the waterfall. I made it into like a little lily pad pond. I added some drip leaf in the bottom to kind of make it look like baby lily pads growing up to the surface. I added this little pond over here. Nothing special, just a little bit extra water feature. Didn't quite know what else to put there. Modified the well a little bit. Nothing too fancy, mostly just added flowers. Added a little bit of shrubs over here. And then of course I added a bunch of like lamps and paths. I started destroying my crypt because I planned on redoing that next, and that never got anywhere. Now, of course, the inside. Actually, hold on. I want to show you guys what this looks like at night. It's just like a soft, gentle glow. It almost feels like somebody's backyard. Like, you could just sit out here and listen to like the cicadas all night. Peaceful, not worrying about any danger. Like, you could nap out here and feel safe. It's kind of the vibe I like. Especially with all the soft glow of the lanterns. Like, this even has the same feel even without the shader. Okay. we'll go inside. Yeah, especially with the shader. So I redid the living room just a little bit. I pushed the bookshelves back a little bit and kind of added these shelves. I replaced like little grass edges with like flowers and stuff. These were banners, but it kind of got messed up, so I just replaced it with a different painting. But essentially all these are just different 1x2 paintings. And then of course the fireplace I didn't do too much redesign with, but I did add these upper pieces, which I think look beautiful. And then of course I added some flower pots all around the edge of the fireplace. I added some banners to the back of the couch to make it look like cushions. Completely redesigned the kitchen. I'm still not happy with it, but that's just how kitchens be. So we have more like shelf storage, some barrel containers for storage, I guess, like cabinets. Added a lapis backsplash to the stovetop because I'm worth it. Now the cool thing is, if you're wondering where I put the button for the fireplace control, it's you actually put it right here, and it drops the lower part of the fridge, and you're like, okay, where's the button? If you look very carefully, you can see the button right there. Now, unfortunately, for some reason, the fireplace is broken, so I'm not gonna toggle it. Added some curtains, added just like a little decorative armor statue right there. That might actually look a little bit better if I put half slabs, perhaps. I did not do anything with the pet area at all. I kind of don't even know what to do with that, except redesign it entirely. But I did redesign the stream and everything coming out of it. I had like a little grate so water flows directly through. Comes out here, just a nice little winding path. Got rid of that ugly gazebo. And then essentially this waterfall was going to pour down and feed the lake below. I was going to have like a little boat picnic area, fishing dock, you know, nothing too fancy, but really nice. Let's see. Then I completely redesigned the rec room. Oh wow, that looks beautiful. So instead of a pool table, because you can't really do too much with a pool table, especially with the half slab floor that I wanted, I just did darts instead, which I think looks a lot better. So you have red team, blue team, excuse me, and of course different colored darts to throw at your boards. The jukebox I kind of redesigned to make it a little bit bigger. I don't know. It's not great, honestly. Not my best work, but it's a jukebox nonetheless. You just have to be careful not to change any music while people are playing darts. And then, of course, if you want an alternative modes, you can do bows, crossbows, or javelins. If you just want to really throw something at that board. Redesign the bar to make it look more like a brewery, kind of like all these different drinks you can have, all on tap, kegs. And of course, over here, more kegs, and then kind of like a game table. So you guys can play like card games or whatever. Nice felt metal, and then the nice edge where you can put all your pieces and such. Up here, this is where the alchemy lab was and the enchanting table, but I want to redesign this. Either dedicate it all to one thing or put something else here. Especially now that the auto ingredient mixer stopped working. I toyed around with the idea of putting a staircase that goes up to the bedroom. Of course, I got rid of the closet to do so. I'm not sure if I want to keep that, because I really like that closet, but I hated having the idea of just a ladder coming up to the bedroom. But I can show you guys what I started coming up with next. We'll go to the library, which is probably one of my favorite redesigns. I'd say top 5. Finally capped this off because I realized I'm not going to go back that way. Completely redesigned this. I added a tiered bookshelf system going up with lanterns following it, which I heavily appreciate. I really like this. I added, well, I fixed the computer area, got rid of this little bookshelf area, and added a personal aquarium. I originally planned on having like a little armor stand that bobbed up and down. I had plans on how to make it, but I just didn't follow through with it. Lots of enter paintings everywhere. Redid the top up here. Nothing too fancy, but I like it. I kind of want to add like a little cartographer area back here, but I'm not too sure how to make a good looking cartographer area. This is the enchanting area. Just has various lanterns hanging from it. Now that I think about it, I'd probably use Soulfire lanterns. I think this may have been before Soulfire lanterns. Just to give it like that little more Fey look. Honestly, it doesn't look that great, but it's functional and whatever. And then I planned on adding something here. I'm not sure what. Even if it was just like a hallway. And I was going to have the hallway come in through here and then into the bedroom. So basically to get to the bedroom, you'd have to go through the library. The ladder would still be there for like, if you really don't want to walk all the way around, but this is more for leisure. Yeah, so still need to fix that, finish that off. Already showed you guys outside. And then what else was there? Oh yeah, I have not touched on the secret lab at all yet, but I did want to show you the lab is still there. So the secret entrance still here. I think this door and this window broke. I gotta redo the redstone. Ender portal. I think I've talked about this before. Ooh, so bright, so bright. Is I basically wanted to have like a secret entrance that raises a pathway out of the lava, and then this wall would open up and there would be a portal behind it. That's how you get to the nether. And then of course here is where you go down. You would the button is what would activate the pistons, but those broke too for some reason. You would drop down. This is the rail station for you, those of you that remember. Nothing down here has changed at all, but it's still nice. Actually, I was gonna say, is the cart still there and just clipped to the ground? Yeah, flying will be a little bit faster anyway. This is the train tunnel where all of the lights stop working, that cool trick. I always wanted to redesign the walls and everything as well, but that was a lot of effort just for something you're going to be passing through, so I never really bothered. The lobby with the door control and the panic button, which I'm pretty sure the door control still works. Yep, perfect. Okay. Man, that design really stood the test of time. The problem with some of these designs is that they just stop working after a while. And then of course up here, whew, that's beautiful. The little floating island, the water dripping down, little greenhouse. And then this area. I terraformed all this myself, and I was actually fairly proud of how it came out. Could probably do a better job now, especially that we have stairs, but that still looks good. I've never done anything with that yet, although I still kind of want to. It's beautiful. Not even sure what I would do. Ah, there it is. Bloop. Then of course, the zipper elevator, which I don't think works anymore. Oh, I guess it does. It does still work. Oof. This new endstone texture did not fit this very well. It does kind of add that back room vibes though, which I kind of dig. Like, it's unsettling and I don't like it, but I feel like that's kind of the point. Also, what's up with the ender chest being weird? The panic room garden area, very centralized, so if anybody needed to come in here in an emergency, everything would shut up or close up. Shut up. Of course, the botany wing. I'd probably make this a little bit bigger, maybe do arched ceilings at the very least. I do really like these rooms. Again, just a little too small, like height-wise. I think the farm still work. Oh, yep, farm still works. And all of these various specimen samples, which I think turned out really cool as well. These are supposed to open up and have like a golem come out in a panic situation. I'd probably change that and make it into a different area or something. The mushroom area, mushroom floors. The, what are they called? Netherwart area. The experimentation area, which I don't think is dripping anymore for some reason. Huh. But yeah, I had like water and lava dripping on those. I don't know why it's not dripping anymore. The automatic cauldrons. Oh. The sticky notes, casual Fridays, move to Mondays. And caution, lover is evil, wants to stab you. Of course, the infinity mushroom growth chamber. And then I planned on adding more. God, that totally gives me a backroom vibe. I've got to use this for evil. Ooh, I've got to use this for evil. Another thing I wanted to do is add a variant texture of this, where it has like purple going through, like purple veins going through between the cracks. I think that would be really cool to just randomly have purple. But of course, this is so backroom vibes, I swear to God. Yeah, bubble elevators are pretty much the go-to now. This is like the, I can't think of the word, like the animal wing, monster, biology. The biology wing is what I was going for. And I was actually really proud of this design. This is the cryo chamber. I was gonna have a bunch of monsters trapped in these blocks. Essentially, the first one is where monsters are lowered down into the freezing chamber. They're frozen, pulled up, and sent out, which kind of goes all the way around the room. And then over here, they kind of inspect everything. It's kind of like a, I can't think of it, like an airlock. Opens up, closes, make sure everything's good, open up, and then sends into the vault. Which I kind of think maybe I should build the vault as well, even if it's small. And then you can't really see it here, but then like blue panes on black panes to kind of make it look like energy levels. Cannot see that very well through the light for some reason. I definitely want to redo this, possibly in a new world, who knows. And of course, the biggest ravine I've ever seen prior to the world change. I think that's really fun. Alright, and that's the tour of the old place again. Figured you guys might appreciate that. You know what, we'll go up the zipper elevator one more time since you guys missed it so much. Honestly, it's kind of more fun than the bubble elevator. God, I remember there used to be so many fun methods to make elevators using glitches. Like, there was that water thing where you walked into a corner with like water coming up to it with a sign, and you would just kind of fly up. And then the ladder designs where you would put, like, you would save ladders by putting a ladder every other because your player was taller than one block, so you would just kind of like, by the time you got to the top of the other one, you got to the bottom of the next one. And of course, they changed that. Just so anti-fun, I swear. Ugh. Oh god, we only have like 30 minutes left. Well, I feel like we got a lot done. I feel like we've finally finished this, which is honestly all I could really hope for. Floors could be better, but we can circle back to that. I really like what I did here. This is cool. That's cool. This is done. Yeah, I feel like this is all done. The only thing I could really do is, of course, something with these. also kind of want to make these corners a little bit more interesting, but I'm not sure how. So I essentially added these like as a valve control, but it doesn't make sense to put one on everyone. So right here makes a lot of sense. Honestly, right here makes a lot of sense to stop it entirely. But of course, I think I have one down below as well. I think what we could do, put more of these just kind of laying around. What? I want the skeleton one specifically. Sir? Sir? Oh, goodness. Nope, they won't fall. I would have to go into survival mode, but I think I'm just gonna make a new pot. Skull shard. Need a workbench. Bonk. Okay, there we go. Also, what's up? That looks weird. Oops. Like, the top of that is reflective for some reason? Why? It looks like it's trying to add like a bitmap, but only to the top. I don't know. I hate it though. Alright, also some more pots. It makes sense to have like some kind of plug. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. Barrels of interesting materials. Just kind of everywhere. Why not? I really do like the pot on top. It kind of looks like a cork. It's really neat. Good enough. Just like one in the corner right here. Maybe they just have too many of these for whatever reason. Maybe they're disposing them over here and they really should not be. Bunk. Just have like one here, one there. That's good enough. Maybe one here too. You should really not be dumping this stuff anywhere near water, especially water that's going to be used in the Alchemy Guild. Okay, let's see. That's good. So now the two things I want to focus on. So this is essentially full of stuff. I could work on the little stuff here, but I'm not feeling that right now. I want to add something over here. I'm not sure what. Maybe like an overhang for whatever reason. But basically just more little details would be nice. I think just something over here would be cool. Not sure what. Definitely something needs to go here. I have no clue what. I could add another water feature, but that just seems like a cop-out. Especially when you already have so many. You have a little pond right here. And a big pond over here. I was also thinking about having just like a waterfall just pouring out from the top right there. I think that would look cool. Need to finish the guild hall. It's practically finished. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of this upper level. Level. See if I did that, it might be too close. Yeah, it just seems... Seems like a lot. Maybe I could do a smaller one. Ooh, or I could do sideways ones. Where the chairs be here. Nope, that wouldn't work. Too big. Do small tables like that. I guess that works. It's not what I want. Maybe I do a carpet. Combination of purple and red. Boom. Okay. But now what? It's a lot of space. I could always move the tables over one. I'll take up some of that space. Give them a little bit more room and feel less cramped. I also like the idea of like a hanging candelabra from like each of these. Maybe one here, not there. I think that would be nice. And then maybe even one right here where I can precariously drop. I could just do a full set of candelabras. That might look nice. Or be too much. I'm not sure. You could always do them and see what happens. I want to do something right here. That doesn't look good. So yawn. I don't know. You know, it doesn't look good. I wish I had half slab logs. That's what I really need right now. I feel like we could do so much more if we had half slabs, especially if we could put them on their sides. I guess that's what walls are, but walls are a pale substitution. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Okay, it's gone. I'm thinking about putting like a doorway here leading to something, but like I was thinking about rooms, but I don't really feel like that's gonna add much. Maybe. The only problem is I know there's a bunch of just stuff behind all of these. Like, there's water right there. Ugh. So I couldn't really go up much higher. I think maybe one higher? Yeah, I could go one higher, depending on the spot. So I guess that's not too bad. It's pretty high. Trying to think what else I could possibly add. Beds make a lot of sense, especially with the tavern. Probably have some kind of doors here to reduce the sound. Or the fact that it's in a hallway probably help. Would I do the same wall interior? Would I mirror that? What are you? Okay. That actually looks pretty good. But also not perfect. I think maybe widen the door by like... And maybe just do this. It doesn't look bad. No. No for show. Slabs? Excuse me. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, the Discord has been up for a while now. I'm glad to have you a part of the community. Slowly building it one day at a time. Oh, like that. That just feels really short, but if we put doors there, maybe. There we go. That does help tie it together. Although, I would like a different stair. Maybe something to go with the rest of the red. It doesn't quite fit, which is the frustrating part. Speaking of birthday, though, can you believe I've turned 34? It's crazy. I mean, I can believe it, mostly because, you know, I have my birth certificate, but also my knees definitely tell me that every day. Doesn't look as bad, but still kind of blends in a little. Just needs a pop of color. Come on. Slab might work, but I don't think there's any other slabs. See, that's why everything needs a slab, everything needs a stair. It just makes sense. Just makes sense. It's definitely not gonna work. That kind of works. Yeah, at least 10 years ago. I think I started doing YouTube when I was 22? Somewhere around there. Hello.
Hello. I'm gonna go catch a Pokemon.
Okay, have fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, I definitely feel it too. It also doesn't help that, well, the current capitalist situation going on in America. Ugh. That reminds me, on Thursday, I decided to treat myself and only work 8 hours instead of 10. Thank you, capitalism, for allowing me to only work 8 hours. That's interesting.
I forgot my card keys.
Oh. By the way, that's my partner, Stace. They are wonderful. I'm so much happier with them in my life. What if I just do this? That looks weird. But less weird than some of the stair things I've been doing. that's what I'm doing. Okay. Jingles of the keys. I am an electrician. I went to trade school. That's actually why I stopped doing videos a year ago, is because I just started my YouTube channel again, and I decided to go to school full time while also working part time. And oh god, this water, I hate it so much. I decided to get an education. I became an electrician. Now, granted, that doesn't make you an electrician, but it gives you an education, which is valued for the most part. Of course, I had a lot of places that were just like, you don't have value, you don't have experience, practically worthless. A lot of places essentially treated me that way. While I was trying to negotiate pay, it's wild. Freaking wild. Ugh, I hate it so much. What am I gonna do here? Obviously, I'm gonna do a solid block, I guess. But yeah, so I'm an electrician now. I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I have an education. I've been struggling with my current job because I talked to them like, hey, I've been here for a year and a half. I know most electricians typically renegotiate their wage every 6 months, which seems a little excessive to me, but whatever. I want to get a raise, and they're like, oh yeah, we can definitely talk about getting you a raise. I'm like, oh cool, that's great, it's good to hear. And it's been almost a month since they've gotten back to me, and I've messaged the guy like once a week. It's getting to the point where I just need to start calling him every day until he finally does something. But also, may not be worth that effort when I can be putting in effort somewhere else. You know what I mean? But when I first started looking for a new job, I was getting paid $16.50 at Banner, like working food service at a hospital, and that job sucked, but whatever, paid bills. And then so many places that I applied to were just like, yeah, we can give you $16 an hour, and I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's like the highest anybody's paying for apprentices right now. I'm like, well, you must be joking, because like, if you're paying apprentices that, how are you getting anyone in the door? Because like, why would I take 50 cents less an hour to do a harder job? And they're like, it's because you're building a career, it's good for you. I'm like, that just sounds like you're just trying to take advantage of people. So I straight up told them no. I'm like, you're not gonna take advantage of me. Pay me, or I'll find somebody that will. This capitalism is great. Anyway, I found another place that was willing to pay me $17, and I'm like, all right, that's at least 50 cents more, but like, given my education, I feel like I'm worth a little bit more than that. So I kept looking. Finally found one place that was like, we could do 18, and I'm like, not desirable at all, but I just need a job at this point, so sure. And then when I said sure, they're like, cool, we'll get back to you with the details. And then like a day later, they're like, yeah, we can't actually do 18, bye. I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. Yeah, so typically how the apprentice system works here is the same thing, where you'll work part-time and also go to school part-time. But I went to a trade school to just kind of get all that out of the way immediately, so now all I really need is the hours. That's typically how it works. But of course, since I am educated and I actually graduated top of my class, like I graduated with presidential honors, I'm a little bit more valuable. And thankfully, the company that I'm working for now found me and is paying me much more. But at the same time, considering my skill set and what I'm capable of, comparatively, I'm worth more. Of course, arguing that with people that don't want to pay you more is a little hard to do. Yeah, thank you. I definitely put in the effort. It was not easy, at least not at first, because like school's very hard, especially if you never, because knowing how to study is a skill. Knowing how to do school in general is a skill, and it's one I never really knew how to do. I've always struggled with school as a kid, but it can be learned. So for any of you that are concerned that you may not be able to do school, I highly recommend giving it a shot. With my school, at the very least, there is basically a refund if you decide it's not for you after like a few semesters or whatever. Not semesters, but like weeks or so. There, oh no. Plank? I mean, that doesn't look bad, but no. There we go. This hall seems kind of cramped, but I can't go too much more without dealing with that ravine. I'll just make it wider. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. You know, I wouldn't say ironically, but coincidentally, I did actually want to go to school to become an engineer, specifically electrical or mechanical. Both could have been interesting, but that's a good idea, Larry. Instead of fighting against the terrain, I can make it a part of it. I like that. Real talk. But the problem with America specifically, one of the problems with America is that going to school full-time and working part-time is incredibly insane, and I know some people can do it. I'm not one of them. I know I'm not. It's like CrossFit. Like, sure, I could do it, but it would take way too much out of me and I would burn out instantly. Yeah, I'll just leave this for now. I don't feel like dealing with this. So I mad respect to the people that can do it, but I'm just not one of them. But I would not be able to work. I would have to work full-time, honestly, because like I was working full-time at like $16.50 an hour, and I was still barely making rent and basic necessities. Of course, that was also when I was dating somebody that was, I don't want to be negative, but they were not a good impact on my life, and I was essentially taking care of them entirely financially. So maybe things would have been different if I was living in a different situation at the time, but still working part-time and school full-time, crazy, and college is way more complicated. Electrical engineer is more of the people that develop the systems. An electrician is more of a person that installs the systems. So it's kind of like, I can't even think of the word. You have the people that design the stuff and the people that install it. Electrician is basically an installer, more or less. Yeah. That's nice. I know the company I work for right now, they do pay for your schooling, but it's like a traditional 4-year apprenticeship where you basically work for a few months, then you take 2 weeks off to go to school. They pay you there in the entire time, and they also pay for your schooling, which is great win-win, but for me, thankfully, they're just kind of back paying me for school, which works for me. But yeah, I decided to go get an education because I wanted to join the union, and they didn't really see much in me, and they didn't have a lot of slots. But of course, this was also before COVID, when there was a surplus of employees, and now we're kind of on a what's the word? Downward slope of living people that are willing to do the job. It's electrician, honestly, any kind of field in construction sucks. I feel like electricians and possibly plumbers probably have it the best, but it still sucks. Right now we're in a high rise, and most of my days we're in an air conditioned building, but they don't want to turn on the ACs because that costs money. The general contractor is not my company, but it costs money. And then what's the other thing? The rooms I'm working in have no airflow in them at all. Like, they're basically cement rooms with no air at all. And I'm sweating in like 110 degree weather because it's Arizona, and it's rough. Oh boy, is it rough. Oh, and then it was interesting because at work, so we started talking about this because it's my birthday, but on Thursday, I was like, I'm only gonna work 8 hours, so I don't have to. I was like, so I can go home and enjoy my birthday. Most of my plans are on the weekend, but I at least want to like enjoy the rest of my birthday, even if I work that day. And sure, I could have taken the day off, but I was like, man, I'd rather save my time off for something I have planned, you know, not just a random day. And then that night, like literally like 2 hours after everyone got off of work, they were like, oh, by the way, we're coming at 3 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, wow, what? Like, that gives me 4 hours to enjoy my birthday? No, like, come on. And then I was like, I can't come in Friday because, you know, I did plan on like going out and doing things on Thursday, and there's no way I would be back in bed and get a decent amount of sleep. And then like, oh, they didn't even say cool. They were just like, all right, see you tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm not coming in Saturday either. Like, that's the day I actually planned on doing things. It's freaking ridiculous. The worst part is on dealing with that is like they expect you to work overtime. They expect you to come in on your days off. And when you say no, like, they respect it because they can't, well, I wouldn't say they respect it, but they can't do anything about it because even though I think you could technically do mandatory overtime, the company doesn't do that, which is nice because if they did, I don't imagine a lot of people would work there very long. But anyway, they get so upset when you don't do more than the 40 hours. At one point, everyone was working 12s, and I was just like, look, 10s are already draining, especially in the heat right now. There's no way I'm gonna do 12s. And they're like, all right. And everybody started calling me a part-timer because I only worked 10 hours instead of 12. And then again, when you don't come in on your days off, they just get like they just expect you to, and it's just so crazy. It's like, dude, I'm doing you a favor by working 10 and you aren't grateful for that. So why? Like, sure, I would benefit from working overtime, but I would much rather have that time off. Because just a regular 40-hour work week in these conditions is enough that all I do on my weekends is just sit around and decompress. So for me, it would be doing them a favor, not myself a favor. And they just don't seem grateful at all. Oh, I got caught up in ranting. Let me see what you guys said. Ooh, school for animation. Oh, yeah, I imagine it's going to be hard to get in that field. Ugh, I feel like that's one of the fields that's still very saturated. Oh, that's cool. I definitely don't recommend moving to Phoenix. It sucks. I want to get out of here so bad, out of Arizona. I want to move to a different country. I don't know what country I would move to. One that has better worker rights, I imagine. But America is becoming more and more... I don't know. They feel like rights are a privilege at this point. Ones that you need to afford, I guess. Oh, so the reason they wanted us to come in is because we had an inspection. It was like our final inspection, and they wanted us to get in there and finish everything up before the inspector came. And I'm like, it's not my problem. Like, it sucks, and I would come in and deal with this, because I mean, I have to. I don't have to, but I do, because it's expected of me. So it's weird if I don't, but also, it's just, I wouldn't say it's fine. It's just like, I get it. Cool. You need me, I'll come in. But it is super frustrating that they don't give you a lot of notice at all. Sometimes they'll just change things dramatically. It also really sucks. Like, we don't have like parking. We don't have like a shuttle system. We're at a few other job sites. Like, if parking was an issue, everybody would park somewhere that was like free to publicly park in. We would get into like a van and they would drive us to the site. And this one has just been hectic. It's in downtown, so parking's a nightmare. I've gotten 3 parking tickets. Oh boy, it's a nightmare. Well, engineering isn't what I am doing, Dragon. It's what I would have liked to go to school for. But of course, that's also like, I think, an 8-year degree, so I don't know. I kind of feel like at this point in my life, it's just not something that I can feasibly do, even though it's something I want to do. I think I would like to be an electrician in the UK. I've been looking at Germany, because I know they're relaxing their immigration laws soon. I don't know if Germany's going to be my best bet, but it has been on my radar. I need to actually do research. But it's also hard, because it's not like I can just be like, all right, I'm going to Germany. It's like, oh, I got to save up and have money, but that's hard to do when you live in a society where they want you to live paycheck to paycheck. Even as somebody that's getting paid better than your average minimum wage employee. Ugh. Oh, hydraulic mechanic. Yeah, it just sucks. Arizona in general, because a lot of people from California are moving out here, and it's becoming another like corporate town. I don't know what to call it, but like a lot of corporations are moving here, making warehouses and facilities here because it's cheap for them to do so. I think they get like a massive tax break, and then they also don't have to pay a bunch of things. But they're also really close to California, and it's just a lot of incentives. But because of that, cost of living, cost of everything is skyrocketing more than just like inflation was already a problem in America to begin with, but in Arizona it's been a little bit worse. Right now I'm paying like, just last year I was paying $1,600 for a single 1-bedroom apartment. It's ridiculous. Yeah, late stage capitalism. I've always been pretty anti-corporate, anti-capitalist for a very long time, but it's more like, yeah, I don't like that. But now I'm like, I hate it. It's terrible. Ugh. So many people are just apologists for it too. They're like, oh, what other system works better? It's like, it doesn't matter if there are no other systems. You make a new system. Ugh. I can't even. I'm gonna go on this rant forever, and I'm already I'm already ranting a lot. Yeah. It's one of the things I'm passionate about, because at the end of the day, I believe everybody deserves to be treated well. Now, I mean everybody. Like, like, you're a human being. You deserve to be treated with basic human decency and respect. A lot of people disagree, unfortunately. But more so, I believe if you are working 40 hours a week, no matter what job you're working, you deserve to be taken care of. Like, you deserve to not have to choose between food, rent, luxury, and health. Health is the worst thing. Oh my god. My ex was very anti-universal health care. But then one time she got incredibly sick. I think this was with COVID. No, this was before COVID. She got really sick with like a fever or something else before COVID. And she literally told me, like, do not bring me to the hospital unless you're certain I'm going to die because I cannot afford it. And I'm like, man, all I'm saying is, like, even as a full-time worker with insurance, you should not have to worry about going to the hospital. Like, yeah. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about your health. Like, we're a first world country. Like, it baffles me. Like, we as a country could afford to take care of everyone. Homeless, low income, disabled. We can afford to do that, no problem. Like, it's not even an issue. Like, come on. But I'm gonna just put that aside. If you were well-bodied, working 40 hours a week, doing a job that is literally essential, it's been classified as such. Like, burger flippers are essential. Retail workers are essential. And that's just not my opinion. That's the government's opinion. The Catalyst's opinion as well. I don't think you should have to worry about surviving. Like, not even like, oh, I can't afford a great car or a gaming PC or a fancy house. Like, man, I just wish I could afford my one bedroom and afford gas and food. Ugh. Insurance companies. Ugh. Insurance companies, they're for profit. And how do you make a profit with an insurance company? By not paying out. It's just that easy. Like, good lord. What was it? I've had stomach problems for a while now, and I finally have decent insurance, which, by the way, when I was working for a hospital, the one that owns pretty much a monopoly on healthcare, the highest insurance that I was paying like $400 a month for wouldn't cover a doctor's visit. Like, my copay was still like $50. God forbid if they wanted to do anything. Like, that corporation could literally afford to do, like, just like, hey, go to one of our facilities and we'll cover you at cost plus like 10%. So they're still making money, but they're still taking care of their employees. That would make sense, right? But no, that's not what happens. So anyway, the what is it? I had a point here. I went in, my doctor, I was like, hey, he's like, well, I test for all the easy things, so we're gonna go get you a tummy scan. I'm like, okay, cool, tummy scan. I get there and they're like, oh, by the way, your insurance doesn't cover any of this until you hit your deductible. And I'm like, oh, gross. How much is this? $200. I'm like, that's weird that my insurance company won't pay for this, despite my doctor literally recommending it. And they're like, yeah, your insurance doesn't cover diagnostic work. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't cover diagnostic? Like, I have to come in with, like, something actively... Well, even then, like, I have something actively wrong with me, but, like, you won't pay to figure it out. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, food, medicine, housing are not luxury items. Ugh. Yeah. Like, they can be. They can totally be luxury items. Like, sure, you could have, like, a gourmet steak or a fancy house, or I don't think there's any form of medicine that is luxury unless you talk really about cosmetic things, and even then some of that I would argue is essential, because how you look is very important to your mental well-being. I'm talking about in cases of like reconstructive surgery for like mastectomies, if you have some kind of abnormality or something that affects your physical appearance. Sure, like all of that is medicine. That's not just like oh, I want my nose to be smaller. I mean, even then, I might argue, like, if your nose is causing you that much mental thing, I would still even argue that is medicine because it's affecting your mental health. But if you're just like, no, I just wanna look nicer, I might argue that that's not medicine, but whatever. The point is, the other things aren't luxury at all, and basic medicine is definitely not. Ugh, it's so crazy. And again, like, I don't care what your opinion is on the topic of, like, medicine and what people deserve or don't deserve, because, I mean, I just firmly believe we need to take care of each other as basic human beings. And again, if you are a productive member of society, like, I believe everyone deserves these basic things, but you have no argument to stand on. Like, they're actively contributing. Like, you need them. You can't use them and throw them away or say they're not worth your time because they can't contribute anything. I still feel like that's a terrible argument no matter who you're saying it about. But again, like, you don't even have that argument, but people are still like, no, you don't deserve that. Recreational drugs, maybe. Yeah, that's the thing. Drugs were a big problem when I lived in Louisiana. Not that I was a part of that, but like, drugs were a major problem because a number of things. A, they did not value education at all. So like, what good is education going to do you? They had no like community things. So like, what are you going to go do for fun? Like, pretty much your safest option was drugs, effectively. And by the way, I'm not pro drug. Don't go out there and do drugs just because it. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but like, in their situation, like, people were like getting drunk, they were doing drugs, they were doing a lot of stupid stuff, but just because they were bored or depressed, which that happens to a lot of people. I was really depressed for a while, and my depression just formed in other ways, like just basically hating myself and not taking care of myself and just literally locking myself away from the world in my room. It's not good, but it's just a problem with the society not providing for its citizens, really. Because anyway, I could go on this forever. I already feel like alone I'm gonna get a lot of hatred from people listening to this for no real reason. Not you guys, obviously. Not the people that get me. But yeah, capitalism is the worst thing ever, because at the basic, I don't feel this way, but using basic logic, like, okay, you need your car to get to work every day. So if you don't change your oil, you don't check your tires, you don't give it gas, you don't take care of your car, it's gonna break down. Then it's either going to cost more money to fix, replace, or you're not going to have that tool to get to your job and to work. Same with any of your other tools, like whatever. People, at least labor, is a tool. So you need to take care of your laborers, which includes food, medicine, housing. They need to live. They need to survive, or else, like, what's the point of working? You work to live. You don't live to work. That's not how it is. I know a lot of people have been indoctrinated to believe that, like, oh, you have to work. You have to always be making money. You have to, and it's the worst toxic mindset ever in America. And I'm finally started to break free from that. Like, I would feel bad for taking a day off when I was sick. It's like, oh, am I really that sick, or am I just a little uncomfortable and don't feel like going in? Like, it's toxic. It's not cool. But yeah, the whole point of labor is to live your life. Like, back in the day, like, you would just farm enough to take care of yourself and some extra to sell or trade. Same for any kind of labor. Like, you're not killing yourself. Like, nobody's doing that. Not really. Nowadays, it's even worse because even if you do, because like I know people that are in so much debt that are working like 60 hours and making great money, but they just have so many things draining that money. Ugh, it's terrible. As you guys can tell, this is something I'm very passionate about. It doesn't come up often, although it does occasionally in stream because you guys bring it up and I just can't help myself. It's my special interest. I hate the unfairness in the world, and it doesn't have to be this way. It hasn't had to be this way for a very long time. Arguably, it's never really had to be this way, but at a certain point, it's like, scarcity. Like, you can only take care of so many people. But now we live in the age of abundance. In fact, we make so much stuff, we throw it away. Ugh. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. I feel like I've ranted long enough. Yeah, I usually end my stream around this time, so I will see you next Sunday, Larry. Usually stream for about 3 hours every Sunday. Yeah, funny timing. I'm also getting kind of hungry, so I'm going to probably go grab some food. But for any of you listening, either right now or later when you watch my videos, you as a human being, no matter who you are, I believe that you deserve to be taken care of. And not just your basic needs, but all your needs. Like, you're more than just a machine or a tool. You all deserve to be taken care of. You all deserve to be loved and cared about. At least at a certain level by everybody. Like, it's just basic empathy. So if you have people in your life, your job, family, friends, anybody telling you that you don't deserve something because of whatever, they're wrong. And I'm sorry. And you should probably not be around people like that. But that's for you to decide. Regardless, don't listen to them. They're wrong. All right. On that note, I hope you all have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.